Have you ever found yourself mismanaging your time? Like you try to get something done, but your day just wastes away? Well, in this video, I'll be explaining how you can manage your time like the top 1% of people, including specific techniques, actionable steps, and so much more. First, let's take a look at how to properly prioritize tasks. Prioritizing different tasks is extremely important if you want to manage your time properly, but most people do it wrong. The first thing you should do each day is decide on the 2 to 3 most important things you need to get done that day, whether it be assignments, errands, tasks, etc. Once you've figured out what those things are, make sure to get those things done no matter what. You can do them early or plan them during the day, whatever works for you. The reason why you should do this is because it ensures that you get the most important tasks done at an absolute minimum. So even if the rest of the day goes bad and you get nothing else done, at least you know you got the most important things for that day out of the way. The next thing you should understand is how to plan your day. Planning your ideal day is one of the most useful time management strategies, but only if you do it correctly. You can use Google Calendar or any other tool for this. When planning your day, you should plot down the 2 to 3 most important things you want to get done along with any other smaller tasks you also want to do. Make sure that you are being as specific as possible with what you're actually doing. And also make sure that the time frames you set are as specific as possible. This is to make it very clear as to what you want to complete. That way it isn't left up to your brain to constantly try and figure out. One of the most common problems that people struggle with when trying to plan their day is they treat their plan like a prison, like they're locked into this plan and can't be flexible. Instead, you should be planning the day that you want, not a day that you hate. So make sure to leave yourself plenty of free time and allow yourself some flexibility. If you have to change things or move things around, that's fine. Just try to make sure you get your top 2 to 3 tasks done for that day. Now I want to talk about how to manage perfection versus efficiency. It's common for people to try to over-perfect their work, just to end up wasting valuable time on small details. To avoid this, you need to learn how to find a balance between quality and efficiency. My favourite method for this is the 80% method. Imagine what the perfect outcome would look like for any task, then go 80% there and stop. Just completely stop working on it and leave it at 80%. This works because what seems like 100% perfect to you might look like 80% to someone else, and your 80% effort might seem like 100% perfect to someone else. This is because when people imagine what a perfect outcome is, everybody thinks of something different. Also, the last 20% of a project often takes as much time as the first 80%, but doesn't make a big difference in the overall quality. You're avoiding what's called diminishing returns, spending lots of time on small details that most people won't even notice. Another thing that you should understand is the value of having a bias toward action. People often waste massive chunks of their day analysing every possible option, waiting for perfect timing, or trying to line up every detail before taking the first step. A bias toward action cuts straight through that by prioritising movement over perfection. When you act quickly, you create momentum that compounds into progress, learning, and results. Even if your first step isn't perfect, it gives you immediate feedback, showing what works and what doesn't, so you can adjust faster than someone still stuck in analysis. The truth is, most time problems aren't about having too little time. They're caused by indecision eating away at your day. Acting decisively reclaims that wasted time. It transforms minutes that could have been spent doubting into minutes spent producing. Having a bias toward action is one of the most powerful mindsets for managing time efficiently. Before I explain my favourite method for organising time, I want to explain how and when to strategically say no. Strategically saying no is one of the best ways to manage time well. When people take on too many tasks, their attention becomes scattered and they lose focus on what matters most. Every time we say yes to something new, we use time and energy that could have gone toward our main goals. In this way, every yes comes with a cost. It takes space away from more valuable work. Many people struggle to say no because they want to be helpful or avoid disappointing others. But saying no isn't rude or selfish. It's a smart way to protect your time and energy so you can do your best work. The first step in learning to say no is understanding your priorities. Ask yourself what you want to get done and whether or not other things people ask of you truly mean something. The majority of people want you to be the best version of yourself to them, but not the best version of yourself to yourself. It's also important not to put people on a pedestal and assume they know what's best for you more than yourself, because that's just not true. If you're unsure of whether or not you should say no or yes to someone's request, it's most likely because you haven't fully evaluated the situation. Think deeply about why they're asking for your help and what you'll be giving up if you do it. It's also important to consider how you say no to people. You should try to remain considerate and honest while also offering alternatives. For example, if someone asks you to help work on their car, but you know you have homework that needs to get done, say something like, "I can't right now because I have homework to do, but maybe we could do it another time." Keeping it open-ended shows that you might be able to help them out later, without concretely signing yourself up for something in the future. Finally, I want to explain my favourite method for organising tasks: the 2-minute rule plus batching. The 2-minute rule plus batching is a framework that allows you to determine the optimal times to complete different tasks. The idea is straightforward. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, like sending a text message, you do it immediately. Zero hesitation, immediate action. This prevents small, nagging to-dos from piling up and clogging your mental load. By handling it instantly, you clear mental space for more complex tasks, and you also reduce stress. But for anything that takes longer than 2 minutes, you batch. Batching is when you take multiple tasks and batch them into one organised and easy to do. Emails answered from 10 to 10:30 a.m, calls stacked in one afternoon hour, errands grouped by each location. This structure eliminates the cognitive cost of context switching, which is when your brain has to forget and rethink the task at hand each time you switch from one thing to another. Instead of trying to remember each task you want to get done, you just follow along with what you batched. Emails, calls, then errands. Simple. Together, the 2-minute rule and batching create a sense of organised focus that allows you to easily complete even the largest of to-do lists.